Hello viewers, Reba McEntire's story is one of grit, resilience, and honesty, and at 70 years old, she has finally chosen to share the truth about her life, career, and her relationship with Kelly Clarkson. Born on March 28, 1955, in McAlester, Oklahoma, Reba grew up in a family deeply tied to rodeo traditions. Her father, Clark, was a champion steer roper, while her mother, Jacqueline, was a teacher who noticed her children's musical gifts early on. Singing alongside her siblings, Reba developed her voice in those early days, never imagining how far it would take her. She was first discovered in 1974 after singing the national anthem at the National Finals Rodeo, catching the ear of country artist Red Steagall, who helped her begin her Nashville journey. Success didn't come overnight. Her early singles in the mid-70s didn't gain much traction, but her determination set her apart. While finishing her education at Southeastern Oklahoma State University, she worked tirelessly at her music, slowly carving out her place in the competitive country scene. By the 1980s, her persistence paid off. Songs like How Blue and Somebody Should Leave captured fans' hearts with her emotional voice, and she began to rise as a true star. Reba's ability to interpret songs as if they were her own stories made her stand out, and she soon became one of the most beloved voices in country music. Her stage presence, warmth, and powerful delivery earned her legions of fans throughout the 80s and 90s, as hits like Whoever's in New England and The Last One to Know solidified her place at the top. Alongside her success in music, she expanded into acting, appearing in films like Tremors and later starring in her own sitcom Reba, which introduced her to an even wider audience. Despite tragedies, including the heartbreaking 1991 plane crash that took the lives of several of her band members, she pressed on with grace and strength, honoring their memory while continuing to build her legacy. Her personal life has seen both joy and difficulty. She first married Charlie Battles, a steer wrestler, in 1976, but as her career grew, the strain of balancing fame with home life ended their marriage in 1987. In 1989, she married Narvel Blackstock, her manager and former band member, and together they built both a family and a powerful career partnership. They welcomed their son Shelby in 1990, and Reba became stepmother to Narvel's 3 children, including Brandon Blackstock, who would later marry Kelly Clarkson. Their marriage lasted 26 years before ending in 2015, a painful split that Reba admitted was not her choice but one she endured with characteristic resilience. Her bond with Kelly Clarkson, however, became one of the most meaningful relationships in her life. She admired Kelly long before she became family, remembering her incredible rise from winning the first season of American Idol in 2002 to becoming one of the strongest voices of her generation. Their collaborations, particularly their duet of Because of You, remain among Reba's favorites. When Kelly married Brandon in 2013, Reba welcomed her not just as a colleague, but as family. She recalls the laughter they shared, Kelly's humor, and the joy of blending music with personal connection. Even after Kelly and Brandon's painful divorce, Reba never distanced herself. She has made it clear that her love and respect for Kelly has never wavered, calling her one of the strongest and most talented women she has ever known. The relationship deepened further when tragedy struck with the loss of Brandon. Reba has spoken about the heartbreak of watching Kelly's children, River Rose and Remington, navigate grief at such young ages. She admires Kelly's strength as a mother, praising the way she has guided her children through pain by encouraging them to grieve openly while holding on to their father's memory. Reba knows firsthand the toll of sudden loss, having endured her own devastating experiences, and she has made it her mission to support Kelly and the children as they continue to heal. At 70, Reba speaks with a wisdom forged through decades of triumph and tragedy. She makes it clear that family bonds do not end with divorce or change in circumstance. For her, Kelly Clarkson and her children will always be family. She has expressed deep pride in Kelly's resilience and admires the way she continues to carry herself with grace, both on stage and in her personal life. In her words, the truth is simple: she has always loved Kelly, always will, and will continue to cheer her on no matter what life brings. Reba's reflections shine a light on love, loss, and the power of family that endures beyond titles and circumstances. Her honesty about her admiration for Kelly Clarkson, her compassion for Kelly's children, and her willingness to speak openly about her own struggles show why she remains not only a legend in music but also a beloved figure who has touched lives far beyond the stage.